welcome to our time. She's a musician, pianist, accompanist, musical director, singer-songwriter, cabaret artist, composer, creator of music-based events and theatrical productions, a graduate of the Elder Conservatorium and the Western Australian Academy of Performing Arts, that's WAPA, with first-class honours in Bachelor of Music, popular music that is, an advanced diploma in classical piano performance and a diploma in contemporary music. She also talks. Hello, Emma Knight.
Hello, Malcolm. How are you?
What a long introduction that was.
I know, that was too much, wasn't it?
But you've done all that.
I have done all that.
You've had no time to do anything else.
That's right, exactly. I wanted to be a cook as well, but that's no time.
Oh, that's to come later in life.
Yeah.
Look, I've known you for quite a long time because you've played for so many people I know, apart from all the other things that you've done.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's really interesting to think about female piano players or musicians who are also composers, because a lot of the time all we really hear about are the male composers.
Yes, we do.
But it's not true, is it?
It's not true.
Look at this Sheila.
Do you know who that is, Malcolm?
It's a lady in a very tight frock.
That is Maria Anna Mozart, known as
Mozart's...
Yes, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's sister. So she's older sister.
Older sister. Fact. And she was also a composer.
Yes, well...
But I've never heard of her.
You've never heard of her, and there's evidence that she composed, but there's actually no surviving documents. So there's letters from Wolfgang encouraging her to compose, but
what a shame.
Nothing exists. But they used to tour together, and she was actually quite renowned as a performer, as a pianist, but then
she played his dots and dashes, so to speak.
And they played a lot of duets together and did a whole grand European tour. But then, of course, when she got to marriageable age, it was no longer proper.
Yes, not proper to be
for her to
musician.
be a musician.
Lucky she wasn't a dancer. That would have been even worse.
That would have been even worse.
So who's this one?
Yes. So this one is...
Lovely hairstyle.
A great hairstyle, isn't it? This is Felix Mendelssohn's sister, Fanny.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So she suffered a similar fate where it wasn't proper for her to perform or compose when she reached marriageable age, but she ended up starting a music afternoon soiree at her residence and had a lot of dignitaries, royals
not just
coming.
For the ladies?
Not just for the ladies. And so she performed a lot of her pieces there. And she actually ended up marrying a great chap, Hensel, and he was an artist, and he encouraged her to compose. And also I went to the museum where they've got a whole bunch of her works, and she wrote a series called The Year. And he actually drew all the artwork in the corner of the manuscripts.
Really?
Yeah, so it was really beautiful. And so, what a great chap. So he encouraged her.
It's very much a family thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, she looks so happy, this lady.
She looks very happy. This is Lily Boulanger. So she, unfortunately, was a brilliant composer, won some amazing competitions, but was very ill and ended up dying quite young. She's Nadia Boulanger's sister, but an amazing composer, wrote some beautiful
But the reason we've
music.
just talked about that is an obvious reason, that girls do what boys do.
Girls do what boys do. Yes, boys do what girls do.
And that's what you've been doing.
Yes.
With all those qualifications behind you, though, work is tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Finding the work is tough.
Yeah, it definitely can be.
I mean, it's great when there's a cabaret thing on, a cabaret festival or a whatever, fringe festival, and everybody, we need an accompanist because we're going to do a story about, or we're going to sing about whatever. Oh, yes, well, there's Emma Knights.
Yes.
How many have you done? You must have done hundreds.
Yeah, there's a whole spreadsheet. I've tried. Someone asked me, I had to document what I had done from 2004 up to now, and it's a big document. But it's always varied, which is fantastic.
You sight read everything, which is pretty extraordinary.
Yeah.
And I know that you've also written musicals.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
What was the last one you did?
Beauty and the Batchy.
Right. Based on?
Based on reality TV dating shows.
Of Beauty and the Beast?
Beauty and the Geek.
The Geek.
And The Bachelor and Married at First Sight and all of those ones.
That's amazing how a word will stimulate
That's right.
other words you don't even think about.
Yeah.
What was it?
Beauty and the Batchy.
The Batchy.
Yeah.
Okay. Where does it come from? Is there music in your head? Do you just hear things happening in your head? Because it's not just about hearing a tune, it's about how you're going to arrange that for other instruments or singers or whatever, whatever you're using.
Yeah, well, that particular one I wrote with a good friend of mine, and that was actually really fun to work together. So we just sat around, watched a few episodes, had a glass of wine or two, and just started coming up with lyrics, and then we played around with some different loops and stuff that we recorded and started singing over the top and worked that all out. But yeah, it's always interesting because sometimes you just hear a line or you read a line in a book and you go, oh, that would make a great song. And
do you hear the tune at the same time?
Yeah, generally I do. Or I hear a melody and then I go, oh, maybe I'll put some words to that. When I'm composing instrumental stuff, I always hear a story if there's no lyrics, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Out of the music?
Yeah.
Right. Interesting. I just thought while you were talking there, I saw the stage show Trek, Shrek, only to discover that the writer, the music, was a woman, which is very unusual for a Broadway show.
Yes.
Which was nice to drop in there.
Yes.
Show my extended knowledge of nothingness. Now, you have also done a whole lot of arranging of music as well as composing the music.
Yep.
Tell us about what happened overseas for you.
Yeah, so in 2020 I ended up going back to uni because I lost all of my work, and was there a reason for that? I don't know, someone had a cough.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I thought, well, I didn't want to give up my career as a musician, so I went back and developed some new skills, and part of that was composing, and one of the classes for that was orchestration. And so that was a whole new thing to me. And in 2020 as well, I wrote an article for the International Women in Music journal. And
this is why we're making the point about women in music.
Yes. And in that same journal, Aline Cote, who's a Belgian cellist, she wrote an article about the orchestra that she had started, which was all female, that only plays music by females.
Right.
And we touched base and talked to, asked a lot of questions of each other, and she said if I ever had anything for orchestra to send it over to her to have a listen. And
you did.
And I did. And
we've got the clip.
You've got the clip.
Yeah. Have a look at this, because it's a big orchestra and they're all girls.
Yes.
And what was it called?
Virago Symphony.
Right. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
What did you never got to go though, did you?
I did go.
Oh, you did go.
I was there, yeah.
How did you feel sitting in the audience?
Splurged. Oh, it was amazing because it was a full house. And yeah, like big European orchestra.
And did you give yourself a standing ovation? I think I would have.
Well, it was really funny because the whole thing was done in German. And
right.
So I didn't really understand a lot of what was going on. But then they got me out on stage and obviously talked to me in English and said I was from Australia, and that got an applause, so that was good.
Well, this is the thing. We don't really value a lot of the people we've got in this country.
No.
And obviously people don't necessarily know that even you exist.
No.
Because you've been working just to keep making a living, which is what we all have to do, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your favourite thing to do musically?
Oh, that's a bit tough. I do love doing my original songs, especially in the cabaret shows. I've found that really rewarding, and especially when a song really connects with someone in the audience. Yeah, that's really
But it's
special.
obviously something that's connected with you in the first place.
Yes.
Because you're singing about the human condition.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, we're going to come back in just a tick, and we're going to talk to Emma about a show she's doing, believe it or not, with her dad, and the myriad of other shows she's both written, performed and done, including on the Popeye on the River Torrens here in Adelaide. So we'll be back in just a tick with Emma, and we want you to join us. See you in a moment. And welcome back to Our Time. My guest is Emma Knight's extraordinary pianist, arranger, musical director. Anything else I missed? It was very broad.
Yeah, it was very broad.
Very broad.
I liked it. Musician.
Musician. Well, I suppose, is that what it says on your passport? Musician?
No, but that is my employment when they ask what I do for a job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people don't sort of really understand that that's a full-time job, because if you don't keep this working and this reading, the dots, what do you prefer? Do you prefer reading dots or chords, or what's in your head? Have you got a great memory for tunes?
I'm not great at memorising stuff, so I do...
Because you read so well.
I do like to read, yeah, and I can do chords and dots, so...
So
Depends
chords,
what mood I'm in.
Right, but chords you're sort of making up.
Yeah,
a
chords
bit
you get
more
to make
stuff.
up a bit more stuff. Which
With the
is
dots
fun.
you got to play those little black
sometimes.
spots. Oh.
I always say the music's just a guide.
I like that. The music's just a guide. Okay, so with all of the things you do, and you've done an extraordinary amount of being a musical director for shows, the backing of people and so on. Talk about some of the other shows you've written, done, working on the Popeye, the Gilbert and Sullivan things. I'm just dropping a few things. Expand, please.
Yeah, well, one of the things that I...
Because I'm just a guide.
Yes. One of the... in the theatre production side of things is my production of Pirates of Penzance, which we do in an hour with a cast of 8. And we started 13 years ago, would you believe, on the Popeye.
For those in Victoria, the Popeye goes basically up and down the River Torrens.
Yes.
Which isn't a very big river like the Yarra.
No.
No. But fun.
But fun, super fun. So we've been doing that, and we are one of the longest running shows in the Fringe. So we do that every Fringe festival. And we've been in all sorts of places. We've done it in a shearing shed in Keith.
Really?
Yeah, we've done it on the open seas out at Glenelg, which was a bit precarious. We nearly lost the keyboard over the boat. But yeah, that's been great fun with the director Andy Turner as well. And yeah, we just love it. Also, we keep coming back while we all still love it.
And what makes the audience come back? A love of Gilbert and Sullivan, or the experience?
I think there's a love of Gilbert and Sullivan, and then the experience. So we always try and do it in a setting rather than on a stage, which creates a different experience, I think, and especially for something as silly as Pirates. And because we've condensed it into an hour, it's, intensifies all the funniness of it. And we get in amongst the audience and make them a part of it. And so it's all, it's great.
I just kept thinking, I am a pirate king.
Yes. Yeah. So that's probably the big cornerstone of what I've done. I've also ran Oklahoma on the horse farm up in Little Hampton for
yes, I remember that.
5 seasons with real horses and ducks and geese actually scurrying.
And did they sing that part?
No, but the peacock did. He loved to join in. Yes. And and then I've gone on and written this show with Samara Gill, Beauty and the Batchy, and I did my first ever show one-woman cabaret show in the Edinburgh Fringe in 2018 called The Piano Men, and so that was my story told through my favourite piano men things and songs and pieces, and I did it in Edinburgh because I thought, well, if it sucks, I'm halfway across the world.
No one will ever know.
No. But it turned out it didn't suck, and so yeah, then I went on and I did the Piano Women version, and I've toured that both of them to Melbourne and different places, and then I decided, well, you know, why don't I write a whole show that's all my own songs, and so I wrote Myths, Legends and Fantasy, which is all songs that are inspired by myths, legends and fantasy.
Right.
And I've toured that around Australia as well, and then followed that up with Turning the Page, which is songs inspired by books.
Right.
And got nominated for Best Music in the Melbourne Fringe for that one, which was really exciting. So,
brilliant.
Yeah, so I've got a little suite of things. I've released an album as well back in 2020 called Anticipate. Get a few streams, not much money, but
well, you know, everything helps.
Yes.
And I suppose in your case, it's people understanding who you are, that you exist, and that you're so prolific.
Yeah.
And now talk about how you started, because that's really interesting.
Yes, well, in my house, my dad is a piano teacher still, and the rule was that me and my siblings, we had to do. Yes, there we are.
Playing together.
Yes, this was just recently, in fact, and it's great fun to get to actually play together. The first time I performed, I did The Right Hand of Wayne Major when I was 4, and Dad played the left hand.
Yes.
And then when I did when I did the Piano Men here for the first time, I didn't tell him, but I did it up in Eucharia, and I just said, "Oh, my dad's here today, so he's going to come and perform with me."
He never knew that.
And he never knew that was happening. And then and now we just started playing some duets, and I just proposed the idea to. We perform at Living Choice, and so we did a duet concert there, and then word got around, and so we just performed down at Victor Harbour recently, and we've also got a couple of shows coming up at the Back to Back Festival in October at Star Theatre.
In a couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks, yeah.
Yes.
And so really excited. Mum says I've created a monster. But yeah, it's called Dad and Daughter Duets, and
That's a great
we have a good fun. There's lots of overlapping and swapping seats and all sorts. So it's really it's a great thing to be able to share.
We've got a lovely shot of you and your dad though, just playing together, which we've shown it to. But this is a structured show. It goes for how long?
Goes for about 50 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah. Unless
Do you sing in it as well, or just play?
No, we just play.
Do you talk to each other?
Oh yeah.
Do you tell him off?
Yes, or he goes, what are you doing? Where are you? And I'm like, just keep playing that bar and I'll come back.
That's because you're not reading it, you're memorising it?
No, we do still have the music. We do still have the music there. But that sort of happens in live theatre, live performance. When I've been working with singers, you're just like, okay, they've jumped ahead. Are they going to go back and redo that bit?
I don't know. Just vamp
no, here we go. So there's always that side of.
Well, you're well known here in South Australia specifically for that skill.
Yeah, thanks.
No, it's because it's so interesting, because you've got the instrument you've got to play. I mean, when you think about all the messages that have got to go through your eyes and your ears into your brain, and that's all got to be transposed into your body.
Yeah.
And then you've got to watch the performer doing it as well and know exactly where they're up to. Yeah. Because a good accompanist is following whoever they're accompanying.
Yeah.
You can't forge ahead on your own.
No, you cannot.
You can't be playing that bar when they're singing that one back there.
Yes.
What do you really want to achieve, do you think, as a musician?
I'm at the moment just enjoying the journey. It's always different, and so there's always something new that comes up. I'm working on another couple of ideas for songs and for a new cabaret show, and basically whatever keeps me playing the piano.
A musical film, that should be next.
A musical film, okay.
A musical film. That's what's missing in the plethora of Australian films. A musical film.
A musical film, all right, I'll get on that.
And you can call it that, a musical film.
All right, that's a very inspired title.
10% I'll have, thanks.
Okay, sure.
Coming up. But that's the other thing that people don't realise, I guess, that when music is played, somebody's paid. But you don't necessarily always see the payment.
No. There's a whole lot of things that go on. APRA's great. They actually
they've combined as one music.
One music,
now.
yeah. And so that's if you know any inspiring musicians out there, playing live is a good way to get a bit of royalty money. Just make sure that you report if you're playing your own stuff.
Yeah.
But there's
I don't know how they know you're playing your own stuff.
No, well, you do, technically you're supposed to submit reports of what you play wherever you play it. So that's how the royalties get to the right people. I don't know how they do it. It's a bit mad. It must be so tricky.
I'd love to add, in all honesty, I'd love to chat to somebody from that organisation because everyone I've talked to has no idea how that works. And it would be nice to know.
It would be nice to know. You just get a little report twice a year and you're like, oh, cool.
Oh, did that happen?
That happened.
Oh, how nice for me.
Someone played me on the radio. Look at that. My favourite is when you get your Shazam report. I had someone, because it tells you whereabouts it's been Shazammed.
Okay.
So my favourite one was in Kazakhstan. So not only was someone Shazamming my song, someone had to be playing my song in the first place in Kazakhstan. I'm like, well, there you go. We've made it.
Famous. International. Speaking of being famous, we've got to take another short break, Emma, and we'll talk about what we're going to talk about next, and then we'll be back to talk to you in just a tick. We've been chatting with Emma Knight's musician extraordinaire. I love that word extraordinaire because it covers so many things.
Yeah.
But we've got this lovely photo here of you and your dad at the grand piano.
Yes.
And has this got anything to do with the show you're doing?
Yes. So Dad and I have worked up quite a number of duets. We've got everything from a piece from Final Fantasy, a bit of Andrew Lloyd Webber, Moon River, and then all the
very diverse.
Big classics as well, some Brahms and Gershwin. And
what about that? What's that called?
I don't know what that's called.
Oh, I can remember seeing two people playing that with the boom, 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 boom.
Oh yeah.
Dum 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 dum.
I don't know. It sounds exciting, though.
Oh, okay. I'll never make Australian Idol. So that's what's in the show.
Yes.
Do you get to talk to each other a bit?
Yes, and we talk to the audience a bit as well.
How good has it been to have a dad that actually understands you? Because that's a real point, isn't it?
Yes.
Like, unless a parent really has done the similar sort of thing, they don't really understand what's going on in your head.
Yes.
And your ambition to, create what you're creating.
Yeah, my brother even the other day was just like, you just do some crazy things. Yeah, so it is really lovely to not only have him understand, but also be really supportive, and to be able to share it as well is really great.
Yeah. I was just thinking then, I think you've been on the show, in the 15 years we've been doing the show, I think you've been on the show twice.
Yes.
And always talking about some new thing, some new project, something else that you're working on that's different, exciting and unusual.
Yeah.
And is this different, exciting, unusual?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
So what do you want to be when you grow up?
When I grow up, I'd like to be a musician. Yeah,
Still.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Do you want to be a famous musician?
Well...
Orchestras overseas playing your music? Oh, she said, I've done that.
I've done
Been there, done that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just like, it's always different, and it's always a journey. I don't know where I'm going to end up, which is a bit fun. It's a little bit nerve-wracking for the mortgage, but
it's exciting.
But it's
isn't it?
exciting, yeah. So
you
I
don't know where the arts are going to take you.
That's right, and
Been lovely talking with you, Emma, once
Thanks,
again. So until next time on Our Time, I wonder who my guest will be then. Thanks again, Emma.
No worries, thank you.
And we'll see you next time on Our Time, so keep yourself nice till then. Bye.